Star vs. the Forces of Evil belongs to Daron Nefcy, Disney Channel, and all other people associated with its creation. Please support Star vs. the Forces of Evil and go buy the Magical Book of Spells. Hello everybody, Raspberry Barrel here, and today we are reading the chapter of Dirhhennia the Heaped, the first daughter of Festivia the Fun. And she is the queen that, or princess really, that was obsessed with balls, and so her sister replaced her, and her sister is Crescenta the Eager. Okay, let us begin the chapter. Dirhhennia the Heaped. Foursome troubles come in doubles, in sadness greatly steeped, and drawling balls upon the walls is Dirhhennia the Heaped. The bell. The bell of my wand is probably my favorite part. It's got a little window in it, and there's a triangle die inside that tells me what to do. It usually lands on why get out of bed today. Makes deciding easy. The port and charger. My wand is charged with number 7 mudstone. Tastes like it sounds. My mom keeps saying I'm going to end up like Supina the Strange. I don't even think she's real though. The crystal. My crystal, or whatever, is really just some petrified garbage, or at least that's what it smells like. Mom is like, oh honey, it's not garbage, it's obsidian, and I'm like, that's just a fancy word for petrified garbage. The mill horse. My mill horse is a little weirdo named Chastity. Chastity replaced Stefan Dippity after she passed. Look, mill horses are like goldfish, okay? I can't be expected to remember to feed them and stuff, jeez. Year 1, Era of the Shaded Moon. Dirhhennia the Heaped, 1 butterfly power. Aroli sign, Warnicorn. Height, 4'2". Cheek emblem, shaded moon or circle. Ball. Attributes, strength, not announced. Intelligence, not announced. Wisdom, not announced. Dexterity, not announced. Constitution, not announced. Charisma, heart. Note from Star, skimmed this one. I really like her poem though. My mom is all like, Dirhhennia, you gotta start to write in this book. And I was like, I don't want to write in it. Can I just draw balls? Anyway, she was like, no. But I was like, who are you to tell me what I can write and can't write if it's my book? And she was all like, yeah, I guess you're right. But she was all like, you gotta write something, D. Okay, so when I was like, all right, I'll write it, but like, I'll write it with balls. And she was like, I don't get it. And I was like, of course you don't, because it's like a secret language. If you're reading this now, then you can read between the balls. Like me, you too see the darkness. Welcome to my world. I met this guy Chad in the garden. I feel like I've known him for eternity. Do you know what I mean? Like something with our souls or whatever. But anyway, he should stay away because I walk alone. This is the journal and life of Dirhhennia the Heaped, and this is a journal about my life. It's not pretty inside my mind, so just beware. Alone by Dirhhennia Butterfly. Oh, sweet Chad, stay sweet and stay away from falling for me, because I am like a lone wanderer in this place, Chad. Imagine how a wolf is alone, without friends like a lone wolf. I know I can see in your eyes your love, but look, it's not going to work out, because I am alone, Chad. And then here's a little picture of Chad. Year 1, same day, Era of the Shaded Moon. Why balls? I was born with balls on my cheeks. Lots of queens have these awesome shapes like clocks and diamonds and stuff, but all I got is these black balls. What a bummer. My mom is all like, oh no, sweetie, they are shaded moons. A shaded moon is what happens when the moon comes between the sun and Muni. And I'm like, no, it looks like I have 2 giant moles on my face. Thanks, universe. Year 1, same day, like the next freaking day or whatever. Era of the Shaded Moon. My mom is so annoying. Anyway, so I gotta put spells in here according to her, so I told her fine, I will, and she's like, gonna check, Dirhhennia. Okay, good luck reading balls, Mom. Blend in with bathwater spell. This is a spell that you can cast when you're in the bathtub and you want to be invisible. It makes you the same color as your bathwater, so probably clear or bubbly if you're like me. Sometimes I use it when my mom is looking for me, and sometimes I use it just when I want to be invisible. Okay, so get in your bathtub with your wand and hold it up like this. It's important you don't let your wand get in the bathtub because you might get electrocuted. This is actually not true, from Star. Keeping your arm up, say blend in with bathwater, and you'll instantly blend in with your bathwater. This spell does not work if you're crying. Actually, this is true, from Star. I may or may not have left my poem for Chad at his tool shed in the garden. He may or may not have been all like, hey, did you write this? And I was like, yeah. And he tried to play all like he didn't get it, like he didn't understand. I was like, can't you read? Like, I seriously said that, haha. And he was like, yeah, I can't read. I just work in the garden. Can you grow your own food? And I said no. And he said, well, yeah. Well, you're busy getting good at books. I was busy growing my own food. Anyway, so obviously he's into me and just doesn't get that it's never gonna work out. Sorry, Chad, you know what I mean? Anyway, I broke my arm again today. Oh, also, like, I figured something out. If your mom is all like, you need to be practicing your magic more, and you're like, yeah, sure, whatever, you can just play this sound. Okay, I'm going to play the beginning of the sound. Here's the link. I'm going to just play a little of it, and then I'll try to leave the link sort of in a picture so you can go visit it and listen to the whole thing. Okay, so the point of this link is Dirhhennia doesn't want to do spells and stuff, so she just locks her door and plays this weird sound so her mom thinks she's practicing spells. So the first one we're gonna play is let's just start with the first one. Okay, so those were the first 3 ones. Go to the link if you want to hear the rest. It's a bunch of sounds I recorded from my favorite Magic Girl play. What I do is I leave them playing really loud in my room, and then I climb out the window and go do whatever I really want to do. Like sit somewhere or stand somewhere. It sounds like someone, not me obviously, is doing real magic. Wanted poster. Wanted. Wanted in all lands by order of the Magical High Commission. Bobipsa Magipsa of Muni, a.k.a. Bobipsa the Barbarian, a.k.a. Toya. Wanted for general crimes of indiscriminate eating. Approach with extreme caution, unless there are no babies present, in which case she is otherwise harmless. Now, the one thing about Bobitsa is a lot of people thought she was a past queen, but no, she's just some random weirdo on the streets, not a queen. Found this tacked to a wall in the Muni market. I thought I was dark, but this lady takes it to a whole nother level. Something to aspire to, I guess. I can't stand my sister Crescenta. She's got my wands all like, give it back, you're not supposed to have it, and she's all like, you're not even using it, Dirhhennia, which is true, but, like, is that fair? She's like, show me a spell then, so I painted my room black with it. Blah, 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 era of the shaded moon. Paint this room black spell. Hold your wand up like this. Get a bucket of black paint from a paint guy. If you don't have a paint guy because you accidentally turned him into a toad squirrel and he jumped off a cliff, you can just take any old burned up stuff lying around and then just put it into a bucket with some water. You can use your old bathwater tub. You can use your old bathwater if your tub drain is clogged with hair like mine, and stir it around until it looks like paint. Dip your wand into the paint or wet burned stuff and then just paint walls with it. If your mom is all like, oh my word, what did you do to your wand? You just be like, whose wand, Mom? And she'll be like, your wand, Dirhhennia. And you can just be like, yeah, that's what I thought. My wand. I do whatever I want to do. Final year, era of the shaded moon. Yeah, so my mom gave the wand to Crescenta. I guess she's gonna be the queen someday, not me. But it's cool because it'll be hard for me to be queen when I'm like out in the world like a lone wolf. Sounds like she did you a favor from Star. My mom is saying I have to go now and I can't write in this book anymore. I'm like, this is not writing, it's just drawing of balls. And that was the end of the chapter of Dirhhennia the Heaped. This may be weird, but I really like Dirhhennia. She's really weird, but I feel like some people can kind of relate to her. Like, she's a little sad because, she's just got these plain old balls on her cheeks, but then she's also has this obsession with balls. And there's a lot of people who have obsessions, and it's hard to get over them. So then it's cool. She has a boyfriend named Chad, and then just looking at all the pictures of balls in her chapter, you can see crazy things. Like, for some reason, there's the Death Star several times. There's a bunch of candy. She already either knows what Moon and Star's cheek marks are going to be, or someone else in the butterfly family has already had those cheek marks. Oh, and there's Meteora's cheek mark. And yeah, she's got a lot of crazy balls, and she does this whole reading between the balls things, which is really crazy interesting as long as you can read between the balls correctly. We learned some about Bobipsa, the barbarian baby eater, and then the whole thing about like turning your paint guy into a toad squirrel was sort of trying to foreshadow when Star turned like the boy man who was like cosplaying as Moon in the Pie Folk Festival, when she turned him into a toad squirrel and he jumped away off a cliff basically. Then her link is really cool, and Dirhhennia and Crescenta are two of the queens that we didn't know what they looked like necessarily. We had just heard about them in the magical Star and Marco's Guide to Mastering Every Dimension, because originally the Book of Spells was going to be released in July in 2017, 2018. I think it was 2018. Yeah, 2018. Definitely not 17. I don't know what I'm saying. So it was going to be released in 2018, July. And then there was a little sneak preview for it in Star and Marco's Guide to Mastering Every Dimension. But then they decided last minute, like, we're going to change this book up a whole bunch. And so then the book actually came out in September 2018. But in that little sort of rough draft sneak peek section in Star and Marco's Guide to Mastering Every Dimension, there's a little section about Dirhhennia and Crescenta and how Dirhhennia was obsessed with balls. And because of that, there were a lot of people that like created their own versions of Crescenta and Dirhhennia. We had seen what a picture of Crescenta looked like, but we didn't know that was her name, Crescenta. So a bunch of people made some pictures of Crescenta and Dirhhennia. I know this one person on DeviantArt that's his creation queens are like awesome, and everyone seems like knows about them. So a bunch of times people see a picture of Dirhhennia and Crescenta and they're like, wait, that's not Dirhhennia and Crescenta. I don't know who that one circle girl is, but that one girl that you're calling Crescenta, that's Usagia or Usagina or Selena. So there's a bunch of people who are confused about them. But these are the official Dirhhennia and Crescenta. The other guy is just really good at making fan queens. Nice, really nice fan guys. Yeah. So, yes, it mentions how she got replaced. It's really weird. Sadly, Stefan Dippity died and got replaced with Chastity. Her wand is like an 8-ball wand. It's really cool. Yes, Glossaric doesn't really talk in this chapter, does he? I don't see any notes from Glossaric. And so that was the chapter of Dirhhennia the Heaped. Thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoyed this video, and Star vs. the Forces of Evil and the Magical Book of Spells belong to Daron Nefcy, Disney Channel, and all other people associated with its creation. Please go support Star vs. the Forces of Evil and go buy the Magical Book of Spells. Thanks. Bye.